You are the foremost expert on your life. No one knows what it's like to be you better than you, period. And here's why self-diagnosis is bad. It's impossible for you to be impartial. To be honest, you're the least impartial person about your own life because it's you. Simply put, you have too much skin in the game to give yourself a fair trial. And I'll give you an example. This happened to me. When I was feeling depressed, I thought this is all anhedonic depression. I'm just melancholic. I've been sucked out of energy. Nothing else has really been a problem. So when I was talking to my psychiatrist about what drug I should be on, I said, I think Wellbutrin would be the best because I only have anhedonia. I don't have any of these other problems. If anything, I just feel frustrated all the time. And he goes, what do you feel frustrated about? The system, I feel bogged down by work. I just find myself getting angry dealing with this stuff. Well, irritability is a sign of anxiety. Do you ever find yourself being anxious? No, I'm not anxious. I'm just frustrated. Well, when you back an animal into the corner of a room and it's afraid, how does it act? It growls. Do you think you might be growling right now? Oh. So we talked about how Wellbutrin may not be the best med for me because there's a contribution of anxiety. Study mental health. I treat mental health all day, but I didn't think I had anxiety. I couldn't even see anxiety in myself. I deemed anxiety to be an unacceptable emotion for me to have. Whatever reason, and something I still need to unpack in therapy, I associated anxiety with weakness for myself. And because I didn't want to express weakness, I repackaged all of my anxiety as frustration. And then I refused to acknowledge that I had anxiety and was gearing myself towards a med that probably would have made it worse. Instead, we selected fluoxetine, which is better for anxiety and also a little bit more stimulating, which can help with depression. And it works really well. And I didn't notice how much anxiety I had until about 4 weeks in when the frustration started going away. I want to acknowledge that it's really hard to get in with mental health. There are a ton of flaws with the insurance companies, with hospital systems, with outpatient PCPs. A lot of people don't feel supported, and diagnoses are hard to come by, and often it can be a sign of privilege to even be able to go into the doctor and get a diagnosis. It's a huge problem. The answer to that is not self-diagnosis. That would be pretty maladaptive. It can honestly make things worse, and if anything, it poisons the well of public opinion about the legitimacy of psychiatry and of mental health.